Hello everybody, I'm Dennis the Carpenter. Before we go on today's woodcraft tour,
I'd like to introduce you to the main character of our program. Lignum Vitae, a hard and durable wood. It's a Lignum Vitae, known for its exceptional durability in woodworking. It's very precious. Why choose him as the main character of our program today? Why him as main? First, because his material is very good, pattern is very beautiful. The work's made by him. It has an unexpected effect. Secondly, it's because I have a friend. He ordered this from me. Lignum Vitae. He's going to make essential oils from the wood chips from the truck. Because the text is incredibly compact. At 1.3, let's see. Check out this Lignum Vitae bead. It possesses 39 characters in total. We put it in the water. It sinks immediately because it has a high specific gravity. This is also known as its submergence. Because of this characteristic, it has been collected by many of our domestic collectors. To make this Buddha beader, to make strings. With this material, the effect is very good. It possesses its own oil source. In the process of coiling very quickly, coiled very bright. But this kind of brightness is very soft. And not like that paint, that kind of brightness. Due to its exquisitely fine texture and stunning coloration, Lignum Vitae is renowned for its beauty. It's also an ideal material for high-grade carvings and crafts. At the same time, we also know, like some very expensive cellos and violins, the soundboards. The edition was constructed using Lignum Vitae as well. Due to its scarcity and high price, it has been substituted with alternative materials and components. Lignum Vitae is the English name for this wood. It grows in Central and South America. It has long been recognized by the World Conservation Union, IUCN. Inclusion in red. Protection list. It is an endangered. But you may ask, where did I get this wood? I'll tell you. It was given to me by a collector. You see, this wood was imported into Canada in 1994. Imported into Canada. So it must be, it's legal. There's no doubt about it. By the way, the essential oil for the wood. These wood chips are used to make guaiac wood essential oil because this piece of wood, it is Lignum Vitae wood core. It's about 5 to 6% essential oil. It has an aroma like sandalwood and rose. It's a very valuable oil. In 1919, a New York manufacturer, for 20 an ounce, to a French perfume maker, to French perfumers, as an additive to sandalwood and rose perfumes. These wood shavings are from when I was working on the woodwork. When I was working on the Lignum Vitae wood. It's all core material. The oils are very rich. If any of you are interested, you can leave a comment below and I can provide it to you for free. And this is my sawed-off scrap. This is very rich in oil. It's the core. If you're interested, you can also leave a message below. I can give it to you for free. Well, here we officially start our Lignum Vitae's journey. And before the official start, I first made a mold. The next step is to turn out this one of the wood. This is what the piece looks like. This is a square piece of wood. This is a piece of cherry. So I'm going to cut it out first. First cut it out. You first cut this part out and thin it out, and after this part is cut out, then there will be a clip made here. The clamps will be stuck to it. After it's stuck, turn it over. Turn it over. This is the front side and this is the top side. On this side we'll make a deeper hole. On this side we'll make a curve. So, this way. After coming up from the hollow, it goes through a curve and comes down to the wing. This is the whole of the Lignum Vitae wood. This is the wood of the Lignum Vitae. The wood's grain. I hope that this work will maximize the... I hope this piece will show the beautiful texture of the wood. This is the front and this is the back. When the final piece is finished, the head will be cut off. At the same time, the bottom of the piece will become a rounded shape, so this part of the piece is also a hope and a good representation of the grain of the wood. This is one of my plans, so let's start now. I'll start with the material. This is a piece of Lignum Vitae wood. I'll start with the material. The smell is very good. Good. This is a piece of Lignum Vitae. In order to maximize the use of this wood, as little waste as possible, I'm going to use this. This is from England. Axminster's. It's a product of Axminster. This is a faceplate faceplate.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
How do we call this in Chinese? And this chuck behind it is, it's also from this company, SK100. This company's name is here. So it's stuck. After it's stuck, we'll now start grinding. Tools. I'm going to use these two tools. I'm going to mark the tools first. And at the same time, I'm going to use this one, the roughing tool. Keep turning it. Don't let it keep the tool sharpened in one place for a long time. In that case, the heat of the tool will slightly blacken it. It's done. This knife has been sharpened less than a minute. When some of my friends are talking to me, I find that they don't like to sharpen their knives. There's a saying that sharpening a knife is not a bad idea. After sharpening the tools, you can get twice the result with half the effort. Okay. These two knives are different. One has a sharper edge. One is wider. I'll use them together. And this is the tool for roughing. Because Lignum Vitae is very hard. So today I sharpened the edge of this roughing tool. I sharpened the edge of this tool today because the wood is hard. If the edge is too thin, it's not good for the tool. It will need to be sharpened again. Okay, we are now ready to start.
Before we get to the wood,
we need to make some observations on the wood to see what kind of problems it may have. Then during the cutting process we will cut it out. The bad part of the wood will be cut out. This piece of wood has some problems. This piece should have a tree knot. Okay, so I'll cut it off in the first step. It's done. We have good protective gear. Safety is very important. Now adjust the bracket. It should be as close as possible to the wood, but not in the way. Adjust it again. It's okay. Yes, it's okay. It's on. Do not turn. The clock is locked. No. Our house still does not turn. The machine is broken. The machine is broken. Oh no, electricity is not plugged in.
Scared me.
In the beginning, I must be slow. The range of motion should be small. The range of motion must be... the pattern has come out. You may not be able to see it clearly, but from this side you can see that it's very oily. It's very rich in oil, and I can smell the flavor now. The smell is very good. Look at the oil, it's very oily. Okay, let's continue. Adjust the tool rest. I'm going to continue to use this rough cutter. Let's shape it. This one. The direction of progress of the tool is it's going in at a 45-degree angle to the bed and a 45-degree angle to the bed. Most of it. Most of the turning comes from this angle. Now the wood. There's already a flat surface at 45 degrees. So this one, the tool can go, it's a bit narrower, it's wider. Look at this working surface, I'm gradually pulling it apart. But be very careful because the wood is very hard. If you take too much, it's easy to chip the knife and also chip the wood. It's going to break the wood. Now go to the corner of this piece of wood. I'm going to the corner of this piece of wood. It's hard to see because it's lower. This piece is from the corner. At the end, it will be the part of the wing part of the first part. This is the nesting part. Where is the wood during the whole process of turning? You have to know where the wood is. The wood holder and the roughing gouge. And you have to be ready at all times. Adjustment. You have to know where it is. Start. When cutting this corner, take it long, slowly, and then when you go to the center, then you can take a little more. Adjust the tool rest at any time. The strength of the tools. Look at the whiskers, the edge of the blade, and the center part. And the center part are different. So in the process of turning, the way you move the tools is crucial in good wood turning. This trajectory and strength of the knife is very important if you don't get this right. What about this piece of wood? It will waste a lot of time and material. Then we'll do some repairing. The next step I'm going to use my Thompson round nose gouge because the big side has come out. I'm going to use this Thompson's tool to do it. Further. I'm going to use this Thompson tool for further modeling. What about this round nose gouge? The blade is wider. The steel is also made of better material. And it's heavy, so it doesn't jump easily. It cuts very fast. Look at the way it moves. It's very fast. That's why, after it's out of the car, the general shape comes out. I'm working on it further. In the process of modeling, I'll use this knife to cut the edges. I'm also very careful, because this gouge is taking more. I'm afraid it's going to be a big problem if I put the knife over the wood. So be very careful. The edges of the wood are weak because it is the four corners of the wood. So it looks like it's a bit blurry. The current position of the wood is a mess. So when you're doing it, you have to be sure of yourself. The shape of the original mold to your goal. I need to know the shape of the mold. Now I want to make this part of the base. I've just started to make it smaller. Now this part is the base and the top. This part is where the base meets the top. Be careful with this part too. The bottom part is a sphere. And this is a transition between the sphere and the plane above. It's very important. Prepare to cut this piece deeper. Then adjust the gouge. Where does the blade go? Where does it cut the wood? This tool rest, it's going to be adjusted to a more appropriate position. And then we'll continue to work on this. This is the part of the leaf nest of this piece. It's the base and the top. The part of the plane above the articulation. It's a bit tiring to handle. That is to say, in the future, this work. The naturalness of the lines and the smoothness of the transitions are very crucial. Take a look at the effect. It's not bad. Basically, as I expected. It's progressing. It's not bad. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm going to turning this, the bottom part of the base. This bottom piece, you can't start from the center or from the corner, because the most base. The bottom piece in the future, I'm going to make it into a header. This piece must be left a certain amount. I'm going to leave a certain amount in this piece because when I finally finish it, I'm going to remove the tab. When it's finished, I'll remove the highest point of the top. It has to be connected to the whole base. It should be connected to the whole round shape of the base. The curvature should be more it's a better fit. So now you have to know the bottom piece can't be too small or too big. I'm using one way. The spindle gouge. I'm making this shape perfectly. Just again, this is a very important piece. Be careful with this piece. In order to, I made some markings with a pen on the tool rest. I made some marks with a pen. So now it's clear to me that this is the edge of the corner of the wood. And the other mark, this is the position. This is basically the edge of the wood. The edge is a little bit longer. It's the edge of the corner of the wood. And then the second point is this point, which is also the edge of the wood. I'm going to make a curved edge here. Dig down a little bit more. Point. Now to continue to make this curve, I also change another spindle gouge. Look at the edge of the piece of wood with this square. Now adjust to this ball piece to do this side of the moulding. Adjust the tool rest to this piece. Right. This is the connection between the leaf rest and the ball. This is the connection between the follicle and the ball to make the cutting a good shape. Concentrate on the process. No adze knives. If an adze knife appears, adze off a piece of wood and the whole shape may change. This is the bottom part of the sphere. The lower part of the sphere is now being modelled. The path and force of the knife. And the force of the knife is what creates the final shape of the sphere. Now I've got another one. This is also the one-ways narrower one of the one-way knives. I'm going to make this snap head shape. The left blade is now expanding its width. And now expanding the width of the front side of the blade. This is the plane of the 90-degree angle. This is the plane that will be clamped when the clamp is turned around. Basically the base piece. That's it. And I'm going to sand this piece. I'm going to sand it. This is the 80-bit sandpaper.
Decent surface.
After a few passes of the sandpaper. I know. Basically, the base is finished. Now with sawdust sanding. This is sawdust from cutting. Finally finished it. Everybody look at this piece. I didn't rub it with oil. I just used quiet wood shaving to scratch my wood. I just used the wood shaving from the Lignum Vitae to polish it. Now you can see that it is very shiny.
Isn't it very shiny and beautiful?
Yes, it is. Now I've actually finished the final sanding stage. I'm going to finish the base before I turn it over. Let's see. It's getting increasingly bright. It's getting prettier and prettier. Now we can see it before the machine stops. Before the machine stops, we can already see its elements. Alright, take a look. Let's have a look. Does it look like an instrument case? I won't let you see it in sunlight. I'll show you again to see how it looks. I didn't use oil. And no ton oil. I didn't use anything like that. It's just taking its wood shape. Of course, it's not finalized yet. You can see it already. Its effect. How is it? It's good. Now we're ready to... We're going to replace this chunk. The grinding is done. Alright.